Welcome back to the APF Sports Show, where passion meets performance, and every episode is a deep dive into the heart of the game. Today we've got a rising star lighting up the court and repping California with grit, grace of the game. She's a fierce competitor, a leader on and off the hardwood, and one of the most exciting female hoopers making noise in California. From relentless training sessions to game-winning buckets, she's proven that greatness doesn't wait. It grinds, it hustles, and it's earned. Please welcome the one and only Zulymar Velazquez. Did I say it right? Velazquez. All right, sorry guys. Try to get that right, man, but welcome to the show, little sis. Thank you for pulling up, man.
Of course.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing well, man, doing well. I'm so glad that you were able to make it in from Anaheim Hills. I know you got a lot of stuff prepping that you're doing for the summer, but being that you were able to take a break away from your busy schedule means the world to me that you came up to have this conversation with me at this magnificent building we call SoFi Stadium, man. So I appreciate you for pulling up, man. I want to go ahead and dive into this conversation with you. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so first and foremost, tell everybody who you are. Who is Zuly?
I'm Zulymar Velazquez. If some of y'all don't know, I'm sure y'all gon' know. But I play basketball. I play for Puerto Rico. Last year I competed in an overseas tournament, and I played Panama, I played El Salvador, I played Costa Rica, I played the Bahamas, and that was a qualifier for the America Cup, which I'll be participating in the end of June, where we'll be seeing USA, and we'll be seeing Argentina and Mexico and a couple of other teams. But aside from playing overseas, I play club basketball here in California with some of the top competitors where I play right now. Well, I'm not playing club this year because I'm leaving next week, but we play, and the team I play with, Live Your Legend. If y'all are watching this, y'all know what it is.
Shout out.
We play a couple UAA teams. We play different teams, different varieties. And yep, that's what I do. I'm just a basketball player. I just hoop, man.
Let's go. I love it. All in a nutshell. So, and you're born and raised here in California?
No, that's what people have confused. I was born in New Jersey, Secaucus, New Jersey.
Wait. Wow, you're from the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm from the
Jersey.
East Coast. It's different.
Wow, that's a big difference, man. And now it makes sense because living on the East Coast, especially New York, New Jersey area, you got a different type of mindset living over there. And I can tell.
Different.
I can tell. Wait, that's dope. Okay. And so how long you been in California?
I've been in California for a long time now. I've been here since I want to say, I'm not even about to do the math right now, but since 2015.
All right, 2015. All right, awesome. So you've been here, I'm going to try to do the math for you. Almost 10 years. Let's go.
I was trying to avoid that, but you wanted to do it.
Yeah, I had to do it for you, man. I had to do it for you. So almost 10 years, okay? And when did you start playing ball?
See, that's where people get confused a lot. They think I've been playing a long time, but for the people that know me, they know that I started with soccer, and I've been playing basketball for like 3 years, about to go on 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Soccer's first sport, and then you transition to basketball.
Yep.
Okay, I don't want to jump ahead, but what made you dive into basketball and give up soccer?
I feel like, well, first it started with, there was one season where I didn't play it, and then I just fell out of love with it, I guess.
Okay.
I mean,
it happens.
It just wasn't my sport, and my cousins would come around in the summer, and my family, we just grew up with basketball and baseball, but I never wanted to pick up the bat and swing. But shooting just felt like it came so natural to me because I saw my brothers play, my cousins play, and I was just like, I like it.
I like it.
I'm
gonna do it. Okay, awesome. Okay, got you. Okay, let's get into the real first question of the podcast, okay? Let's take it back to the beginning, and let's talk about what made you really fall in love with the game. I know you said you saw your family members playing, but what was that moment that, like, man, I'm in love with this game and I really want to pursue it?
I feel like the joy it brought to me in the beginning, it felt like it was more than just a sport when I first played it. Like, it was something that I looked forward to doing after school when I first started. It felt like I had like a second family called YBT. If y'all go all the way down to the bottom of my Instagram, you guys know that I played with a boys team. And the coach, like, I was close with that family. So it felt like a family. So I feel like that's how most successful basketball teams start. They start with a family. So I felt welcomed, and I was just like, this is something I look forward to doing.
That's
now
awesome.
Here I am where I am.
That's awesome. And you talk about the family feel, right? Every athlete that I've worked with, you know, it comes to me for training, and they start going through the recruiting process of like, you know, coach, how do I pick this school? What am I looking for?
Right.
The first thing I tell them, go where you want it and go where it feels like family. And that's what happened with the basketball team that you joined, right? You say, it felt like family to me. So that's great. And then that just carried you over to continue to love the game of basketball, right? So that means, honestly, you look at it, the coach that you had was a phenomenal coach because he kept you in love with the game in order to keep playing, man.
Exactly.
So whoever that coach was, shout out for them, man. All right. So the second question I got for you, man. So you've been out here since 2015, but growing up here, how did your environment shape you into the basketball player that you are now?
It was definitely different, man. Made me more vocal, made me more me, made me more like shaped, polished, and I feel like in basketball communication is such a big thing, and I feel like
you have to talk in basketball.
I feel like me being polished was definitely a big part of it, and I feel like that's why I am the way I am.
Got you. And the communication you said is key. You can't play a team sport and not communicate.
Exactly.
You know, especially like a game of basketball.
Right.
So that's okay. Now, the next question I want to ask you. What's been the biggest challenge in your basketball journey so far? And then after you answer that, I got another part I want to ask you on that question.
The hardest part is probably the rough days. The days where the shots aren't falling. The days where you feel like you can't breathe. And the biggest part of them all, the politics behind it.
Oh my God, listen. Man, listen, hey, it'll never go away, but the politics that are involved in sports in general, I don't care if it's soccer, football, basketball, baseball, whatever it is, it'll drive any parent crazy. So I can only imagine what your dad goes through dealing with the politics, especially with the type of following that you have on social media, constantly dealing with the politics and everything. It can really destroy athletes if they don't know how to deal with it. Have somebody like your dad, you know, your brothers, mom, whoever, to help you navigate through that, man. So now we talk about navigating through that hard part. How do you overcome those moments where the jump shot ain't falling, I can't even make a layup, or I can't play defense and stop nobody? So how do you overcome those moments?
I overcome it with what I prep for, what I work for. I mean, it's bigger than just my misses. It's not like I go in the gym every single day and I'm just mission on purpose.
Yeah.
I think about all the hours that I put before, all the hours that I've just dedicated to this whole entire sport, the last 3 years, and I think about why I do it, and that's why I don't let it mess me up, because it really could. Like, the mental part is way stronger than people like make it seem.
Well, yeah, they say I'm sorry to cut you off, but they say it's 80%. But I'm gonna be truthful. And some athletes, it's probably 90%. You know what I'm saying? It's high, man, you know. But sorry to cut you off.
And for me, at the beginning, it was the biggest part, because it's like, I started with boys, so it's just like they're bigger, they're stronger. I'm a beginner, like, I'm just already, I started late, like, you know, and that's what people also see. I feel like the biggest battle for me was I started late. And I feel like when I do have those days, I gotta remember I started late, so I can't push myself backwards mentally and take 2 steps backwards and take 1 step forward and just be like, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. You know? Yeah, you look at, like I say, I mean, and they tell you, you look at where you started and look at where you're trying to go. You know, like you say, being that you started 3 years ago, right? You look at what you've accomplished since you started the game of basketball, but look at your trajectory of where you're going, right? So just keep focused on that. Everything else take care of itself.
Right.
Like, eventually what's going to happen, you're going to catch up to those people who are so-called in front of you, if you haven't caught up to them now, right?
Right.
Just part of the cycle. So just keep your head straight and you'll catch up on that.
Right.
All right. So next thing I want to ask you, man, I want you to describe your game to me and what sets you apart. What do you think sets you apart as a point guard on the court from anybody else? So describe your game first, and then tell me, what do you think sets you apart?
My game, I think the most impressive part that I get a lot is just my grit and my driving abilities, because then again, I'm not 6 feet like everybody else you see in the circuit. I'm only 5'2".
5'2".
So I feel like my driving ability, it sets me out different from everybody. And I feel like my floater and just the way I get others involved is what separates me from others.
Yep.
And then for my point guard abilities, like you said for the second part of the question, I feel like my understanding, because sometimes my big is not as much as they should finish. I can't get mad when they don't finish, you know? And I feel like also my ability to see them and make better opportunities for everybody else, which a point guard should be doing.
Absolutely. That's a true point guard is what they say. That's what you're supposed to do, right? So now, let's go back a little bit. So you're 5'2", right? So you know what they tell you, and it's when every sport, because every sport wants to have an athlete with some type of size, right? But if you don't have size, you got to make up for it in other ways. That means you're a dog on the court. That means you're all in people's faces. You're breathing their air, whatever it is you're doing. You're just being a pest on the D end. When it's time to score offense, you're driving hard nose to the goal and everything, right? So I know that you're a dog, being that you know that you're undersized, right? So you play with the chip on your shoulder.
Oh, 100%. And I feel like another thing that helps me and that makes up for my height is the fact that I spend so much time building muscle. I'm pretty solid. For people that know, they know.
I know when I came in, I said, whoa, she has some solidness on her, man. I felt that, man. So, okay, got you. So you do a lot of, and we'll get to the training aspect a little bit later, but you do a lot of lifting?
Yeah, not too much lifting, more so calisthenics, because
Yeah, absolutely.
It's better.
Yeah, absolutely. Basketball players, what we got to do, man. All right, so let me get to the next one, okay? Who are some of the players that you look up to professionally or people who don't even play professionally, and why? You know what? Let's do it this way. Give me 3 that you look up to professionally and 3 that you look up to that are not professional.
3 that I look up to professionally, I have to go Jalen Brunson, because he's a lefty too. I want to play. He's a 2-foot player too.
Yeah.
Like he plays off of 2 feet. I feel like for us shorter point guards, I feel like that's a necessity. So I feel like Jalen Brunson, Kyrie, his flashiness, his ability to get others involved in himself, and then probably D-Rose. Old school D-Rose. D-Rose, before the injury. You know how good he was before the injury.
Wait, how do you know about D-Rose, man? D-Rose, I mean, highlights, obviously. D-Rose was that guy. Yeah, I mean, the injuries obviously hurt him, messed him up, but he was that guy, man. It would have been scary to see what he would have become outside those knee injuries that he had, man. But no, D-Rose is that guy. Okay. I wasn't expecting D-Rose. No, I was not.
I did my homework.
That. You did, you did your homework. You did. I wasn't expecting that. So what about people who are not professional?
Are we talking college or are we talking?
I mean, this can be college. It can be family, whatever you want. You know, I mean, at this day, NIL has got college players. They're like semi-pro now, right? So, but let's do it this way. Let's go. You can do a mix of both. Let's go college and like family members. Who you say?
Okay, so family members, I'd probably say I look up to my parents most.
That's awesome.
They have to keep it together to keep me together. So I really gotta give my credits to them. And then for somebody not professional, somebody that stood out to me, especially this season, that I was like, oh, I should have been doing my homework before, was probably Walter from Florida.
Really? Let's take it to the summertime aspect. What does the training look like for you when you're tapped into the summer in school?
Long.
I believe you.
But I love it.
Yeah.
And especially since the last 2 years I've been going to Puerto Rico, we'll practice, do the team practice, of course.
Okay.
But I also do training with a trainer out there. His name is Steven, Coach Steven.
Okay.
And I usually do an hour and a half with him. And then I'll go shoot at a park because I don't have that much gyms. So we go back. We don't always have gyms. So in Puerto Rico, I'll go and practice at the gym with my dad, or he'll like rebound and like that.
That's awesome. Okay. Now, I know you mentioned Puerto Rico, and I'm gonna get to that. Okay. You trained with Ryan, Coach Ryan. He used to be a Pro's Vision.
I love him.
Yeah. So he, when you hit me up about the podcast, he happened to be at the school that I coached at, and I went to him. I said, "Yo, you know her?" He said, "Zuly, she's a dog." That's the first thing he said, that she was a dog, man. And I said, "Yo, she wanted to be on the podcast." And he said, "Bro, you got to get her on there." Yeah, you got to get her on there, man. So he vouched for you, like, because I'm always trying to make sure I get a right fit
Right.
for who's gonna come sit down with
Right.
me. But Coach Ryan, if I was for you, it was like, yo, you gotta have her on. And he said he trained you a few times and said that she was a hard worker. And he appreciated
Coach
that so
Ryan.
much about you. Yeah, he said the same thing about you, man.
Love him.
That's awesome. Okay, now, shout out Coach Ryan, my boy.
Always.
All right.
Love.
So, Puerto Rico. I didn't have this in the notes, but let's talk about that journey. What you say? So this will be your second year going.
This is my second year.
So let's talk about the first year when you first got the news that you had an opportunity to go play over there.
Man, I was excited, but it was so different from what I was used to. It was definitely like harder. It's different than the U.S. It's way
Really?
different. Different experience, just different overall.
Really? Okay, before I jump to the part about being different, did you get a call or they send an email? How did they reach out to you?
So this is how it was. My cousin, which she's going to college next year, but she paid for them, and I had watched her, and I was like, like I want to play too.
Yep.
And she had told me yo, they have a 15U, and I'm 14 at the
Yep.
time, or no, 13 at the time, because she did it first.
Okay.
So she hit me up about it, and I was like, I'm interested. And then I had talked to the coach, and then we left it for a little bit, and then the coach came me back, and I was like,
Wait, you
whoa,
responded.
like
Yeah,
it's different,
yeah,
like
yeah.
whoa. And then we went about it and just flew out, and that's how it went.
So did you have to try out for it? Or
Oh, everyone has to try out.
Awesome.
Everyone had to try out.
Okay, got you. Now, when you actually made that first year, what was like the different standpoint? What stood out most? Like, wow, this is different. Was it the way that they trained or the mindset they had? What made it so much different from what you were used to here?
They were so like they needed to make sure it was done. Like it was something that couldn't. Like they were very demanding. It was very like structured. Like we had to get it done. And for like when I went there my first time, me, I loved everybody that was there. I wasn't as fluent in Spanish, so I understand it pretty much. A good amount, but I don't speak it. I just maybe understood maybe like 25 to like 30% of the words that they said.
Yep.
So there was a little barrier on top of that, and the fact that the basketball was so much more different rules. FIBA's only 24 seconds. Over here it's a little bit longer, and so there's so many different rules that I had to adjust to, and different people I had to adjust to, and just had to fit myself in.
Absolutely, yeah, and it makes sense. You said something about making the adjustments. Any player that's trying to be great at what they do will make the adjustments to make sure they mess with the team. So you did that, which is great, man. So you played your first year there. How was it?
I loved it. I loved every part of it. It was a very good experience. Went exactly how our goal was supposed to, which was to qualify, which the end goal was to qualify no matter how it went, no means. That's what it was. That's just what was supposed to happen.
Awesome.
So when I made it, everybody was so welcoming, and it was just a good opportunity. We just had a great time playing in general.
That's great.
Played well, no complaints.
Got you. Now let's fast forward to this upcoming, you're leaving next week if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
right? So let's fast forward to now. What are the expectations walking into this now?
My expectations now is that show them how much better I've gotten within a year, show them the different player that I've become, how much I've worked, and that I'm ready to confer it all. I mean, it's the America Cup, it's different. USA's in it this time. I got to be different.
Yeah, you got to be different because you live here, right?
Right.
And going to represent another country. So you gotta be different. You got to
Right.
ball, man, 100%. So now are there some of the same girls that are on the team that were there before?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just going in there. I'm hoping it's the same girls because I had a strong bond with them. So I'm not sure who's there, but whoever's there, I'm ready to play. I'm ready to win it all, win it.
Okay. I mean, I love to drive. And so it's a possibility you could match up against the USA.
Definitely
You ready?
a chance. Yep, and I'm ready.
You ready? Let's go. Love it. All right. Okay. So I got some rapid fire questions I want to get to. Let's see how you do on it. All right. Okay. So I want you to name your top 5 female basketball players.
Okay.
No particular order. Just give me your top 5.
My top 5: Diana Taurasi,
Okay.
Breonna Stewart,
Okay.
Sue Bird. I actually have her jersey.
Bro, you got Sue Bird.
I have Sue Bird's jersey. My uncle actually got it for
Really?
me on my birthday. I got Sue Bird. I like Asia Wilson and Candace Parker.
Candace Parker. You got like Candace Parker. I think she's probably second greatest female basketball player of all time. Who would you say number 1 who do you think the greatest female basketball player? That's hard. That's hard. I mean, we probably gonna catch some heat from saying this, but if you had to pick one, who you gonna say the greatest female basketball player right now? That's not Juju. Not Juju right now. She ain't made it there yet, but outside of, because people are saying Juju, but other than that, who do you think you can say? Is there anyone?
I'm gonna say it now, say it proud. Diana Taurasi.
Diana Taurasi. Okay. I give you some love on it because she is definitely in that consideration for sure, man. Okay, who would I say, man? I mean, Diana Taurasi is up there. I don't think I can argue with that, man.
And I feel like I like Diana Taurasi because all the people that I've asked with, because basketball is like my life, So they said that like she was always one of the hardest working in the gym, and she always helped people around her, whether it was very direct or nicely. She was very helpful.
She didn't care. She kind of had that Michael Kobe Bryant mindset where I don't care if I hurt your feelings. You know, if I gotta tell you that you suck today to motivate you, I mean, it is what it is. She was like that, right? But she did what she demanded out of her players, her teammates, and the results spoke for herself, right? So now let's go into male. Give me your top 5 male, no particular order. Who you got? Don't make me run out the chair. Don't make me run out, man. All right, let me see what you say.
Give me a chance. I got Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
This one might make you run out the chair. LeBron James.
No. Don't. Hey, listen. You said the 3 that I feel like have to be in the conversation.
Okay.
They have to be in. I don't care what order you put them in. It really depends on your generation, right? I think me and your dad probably look at MJ. But some people may look at Kobe and other people may look at Bron, right? But it just really depends.
No, I like all 3 of them. Nobody in particular.
Absolutely,
And then I had to say Steph.
Because
let me explain to you why.
Please go in depth with that.
I feel like he's done so much in his career that when he retires, I feel like the NBA's,
it's gonna be a little bit different.
When him, LeBron, and KD, and Prime leaves, the NBA is gonna be like a newer generation. So I have to.
It's already getting there, man.
I have to.
Yep, you're getting there. So, in which I can't even be mad at. You know what? Let's finish your list. You gave me 4. Give me one more.
And this is all time?
Yeah. Who do you? Yeah, top 5 all time. Who do you think? That's why I said it's your list.
All time.
You said Steph, Bron, Kobe, MJ. Give me one more. Got to get a little to some big men. Give me a center in there, or a power forward or something.
I mean, I guess if you want to go center, I guess Shaq.
Obviously, you got to go Shaq. Yeah, you got to go Shaq, right? So, my list, in no particular order, Kobe, MJ, Bron. I got to go.
It's hard. When it's all time, it's hard.
All time, it's hard. Oh, man. Shaq is up there. If you're going by position, in which you can't do, because I got Kobe and MJ, they play in the same position. Man, could you go Steph? Could you go Magic? I mean, it's kind of hard, man. It depends on what you
now
want.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
I have a question for you now. So we're about to reverse this podcast.
Let's do it.
Would you consider D-Rose all time?
Not top 10.
Not top 10?
Top 10. The reason why...
that might have been a far-fetch.
Yeah, you know what? And it's not even a far-fetch, because he was phenomenal when he played. But the reason why I think people won't put him all time is he didn't win. At the end of the day, like all the great players,
they won.
You got to win. I don't care if it's 1, 2, whatever it is. You got to win at least one. And is he a Hall of Fame player? Yes, he's
100%. Now, if you asked me that, I would say yes.
Yeah, he's definitely a Hall of Fame player. Because he had a run. He had like a 3-4 year run where he was the best player in the NBA, right? But I think his lack of not winning the championship, which isn't his fault, but I think that hurts him from being in that top 10 category. A top 10 list would be even harder, just to let you know, man. All right, okay, let me get to the next round of quick hitter questions that we got, man. When I say these words, I want you to give me the first basketball player that comes to name.
I'm gonna just give you a right like that.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so first one, floor general.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, really?
Kyrie Irving.
You give Kyrie Irving the floor general? Really? Tell me why. I'm gonna like at least 10 to 15 seconds why you pick.
You know
Kyrie.
what? No. Floor general. I just like Kyrie as a point guard. Period.
Okay.
I think he. But if we're talking floor general, maybe Trae Young.
Really?
Maybe Trae Young. Maybe.
Why is that?
I feel like he's more of like a passer, like, and that's what a point guard is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Guard
A point guard, they
offense.
set up the offense. So if we have to go like that, maybe Trae Young.
Okay.
I just like Kyrie because he was flashy, so my bad. But if we're talking floor general,
Kyrie
then maybe.
is cold. Don't get it wrong. He's cold. Yeah, for sure. Okay, now, a killer on the court. When you look at somebody like, yo, I ain't gonna say I'm afraid of this person, but he or she is a stone cold killer on the court. Who you go with?
I got you too.
Who?
Ant-Man.
Okay.
And Kobe.
Ant-Man and Kobe. Okay, and you know what? And I respect that because that's the generation you know. Absolutely, 100% right. I love it. You can't go wrong with either one because Ant-Man is like that right now.
No,
like
right.
They're talking about how he reminds people so much of MJ and Kobe about the way he's. You see him going after Bron. He don't care. He's like, I'm a killer. I'm going at you, and I love that about Ant-Man. You know. Okay, now. It's only probably one clear answer that you can give me for this, unless your dad made you do some homework on some other players. But shooter.
I say we say that on 3.
1, 2, 3. Steph Curry. Oh, 100%. Yes, no question. It got to be Curry, man. If you would have gave me anybody else, if you would have said like a Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, I was like, your dad made you go back and do some homework on them. I was expecting you to say Steph Curry. So when I put that down, I said, she better tell me Steph Curry, man. All right, okay, now, this is one that we're going to see how the people listening to it react to what you say, okay? So when you talk about GOAT, who is the greatest basketball player that you have ever seen? Of all time. Of all time. I can see your dad right now, like staring at me right now. I can see it, man. Who's the greatest of all time? What do you say? Come on, give it. Don't be afraid, man. Give me an answer.
Kobe, real life. LeBron for my people.
Yeah. So Kobe for your life, LeBron for your people. Okay. So, and like I said, you kind of grew up on that Kobe era.
Yeah.
And that's what that 100. And I respect that. I feel me personally, because I grew up in that Jordan era, you know, and I respect Bron, I respect Kobe.
Right.
I think MJ is who I consider to go. And I think Bron is probably the second greatest basketball player I've seen. I think Kobe is number 3. You know, but you can't go wrong with any order. The only order you can go wrong with if those 3 are not in your top 3 conversation. If you come here and tell me Steph is better than any one of those guys we just named, and I love Steph, I think we got a problem. It has to be those 3.
But hear me why I say Kobe go.
Okay.
Because it's not about what he did on the court too. He was also a great guy off the court. And I'm not saying now let's get like, you know, but off the court it really does matter because when you're not on the basketball court, you're a human too. So you know, so the fact that he was able to be a great human outside of it was definitely like.
You know what? And you see it now, especially with the world of social media. Every professional athlete has days where they don't want to talk to people. Right. You know, you gotta respect that as much as people give them a hard time about. You know, well, you're in this spotlight. You got to be able to talk to all your fans. No, I'm a human at the end of the day. Right. I don't want to talk to everybody. Sometimes I just want to go enjoy my family, enjoy lunch with whoever I'm with, whatever it is, right? So Kobe definitely was about his fans for sure. Not saying anybody else wasn't, but Kobe did go a little bit more out of his way to take a picture with a fan. And you see Bron do it all the time, but just as recently, you seen Bron over in the Olympics, you know, tell the kid, no, get out my face. You know, you seen that happen, right? But he's human, so you can't knock people for doing that, right? Kobe was a great father, and that's one thing, like you said, what he did off the court as well. But like I said, you can't go wrong with any one of those 3 that you put up there, man. So I can't argue with that. All right, okay. So next question I got for you. What's your mindset when you step on the court?
It's me against me, man. I mean, I'm the only one that can really beat myself. I mean, losses happen, so if I let them defeat me, okay, that's understandable. That's normal. Everybody goes through a loss. But if I beat myself up, it's harder to come back from.
It's hard to come back from, 100%. 100%, man. I agree with you on that. Okay, so you go into the mindset like, I don't care who's in front of you, in front of me, it's still just me versus me. Zuly versus Zuly. I love it. Okay. Let's talk about the game of women's basketball. I got 2 more questions and I'm gonna let you out here, my little sis. Women's basketball is gaining momentum, okay? How do you feel about being a part of the movement? And how do you feel about the way it's evolving?
I feel good. I'm just glad women are starting to get the recognition they deserve because, I mean, we put a lot of hours in the gym too, and it, like, for it to go unnoticed, definitely like, damn. So I'm glad that I'm a part of it getting bigger because I have love for it too. Yeah. And I mean, basketball is basketball. There's no types of different love. No. Now that...
If you love it, you love it, right?
Exactly. Now that people, you know, chose for the longest time to just watch men and just leave women in the shadow, it's finally good that we're like getting what we deserve. Because we still work too.
Absolutely. I purposely always loved the game, women's game. I remember when the WNBA first came out. Right. I remember what grade I was in, where I was at when it happened. I remember watching the first game. I was in Arkansas, and I remember the Houston Comets, Cheryl Miller, Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper, all those ladies on the Houston Comets team. And I remember watching and like, man, this is amazing watching these women play basketball, right? And it did take time. Right. You know, it took it, and the game for women still isn't at the level where it should be. Right. But to see it growing, you know, we see where Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper, they all started, and we see where people like Candace Parker took it down to Taurasi. Caitlin Clark now, you know, Juju is coming up, right? You know what I'm saying? And so eventually once you get up in the age, right? So to see it growing the way it's growing has been amazing. I have, you know, 2 beautiful daughters in which I wish my oldest daughter would play basketball. She doesn't love it like I did. So I can't force her, right? But I wish she would get in the game of basketball because she would be a part of the growth. Like you're a part of, and it's just a special moment to see that, man. Especially if you're a fan of the game, you know. All right, next one I got for you, listeners. What's one piece of advice you can give a young lady, I would say younger than you, that wants to play the game of basketball? What's one piece of advice you can give her?
Just every time you get in the gym, play hard. You gotta love yourself first, man. You really gotta be positive towards yourself because that's the most important part. And I feel like in my beginning stages, that's what messed me up. Just love yourself and play hard and do your best and get better.
Absolutely, love it. Play hard, do your best, and just get better. Don't worry about what the haters say. Just go out there and do your work.
100%.
And everything, take care of yourself. All right, let's get it. Okay, now, last question. What's next for Zuly?
Whatever's next in store for me. I mean, I can't tell you what's next.
Yeah.
Whatever's next for me.
And you just have
I'm open.
You ready for
Very open person.
Let's go, man. You ready for whatever happens?
Whatever happens. I just got to play.
You got to play. And that starts next week in Puerto Rico.
100%.
And how long are you there?
A month.
A month. Okay. Got you, man. You make sure you keep me posted, content, everything that you're doing over there, man. Can you let everybody know, you know, where to find you at on socials? Please.
You can find me on Instagram at Zulymar Velazquez, or you can find me on my TikTok at I'm Zulymar, and my Twitter, which is Zulymar Velazquez, and those are my 3 main social media platforms.
They will be tagged in the comments or somewhere on the video once this video goes up. Little sis, you know what I'm saying, when you reached out to me and I actually went through your page and said, oh wow, she's nice. I truly appreciate you hitting me up and like, yo, can I come be on the podcast?
Of course.
Anytime I'm able to sit down with a female athlete is great because I know I'm helping, especially basketball, right? Because I know I'm helping do my part of helping the game of basketball grow for female athletes, right? So anytime I'm able to do that, it's like an honor, right? I know that you're gonna go to Puerto Rico and you're gonna do your thing like you always do. Remember to do the things you said, hard work, you know, you versus you, and just put the hours in, make 100 jump shots, things like that, and everything else will continue to take care of itself, man. And what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore, so when next year, or when you get back, whatever it is you play in club, let me know. I'll pull up and watch you play. We get some video content of you and blast on social media as well too. But make sure you keep me posted,
of course,
on your schedule and everything. All good?
I got you. You know.
Yo, thank you again. This is Coach D with the one and only Zuly. Please follow her on all socials. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for joining me at SoFi Zuly. I really appreciate you, little sis. Good. Let's go, man. Thank you. Get in here. Get in here. Thank you. Thank you.